Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 1st of August. The session will be very important, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple things that will be benefiting in your preparation. So let's start with the first question. The question asked here is, which two organizations collaborated to expand semiconductor support under the DLI? First of all, tell me what is this DLI? DLI is your Design Linked Incentive Scheme. Design Linked Incentive Scheme. Correct. So which two organizations collaborated to expand semiconductor support under this Design Linked Incentive Scheme? It is CDAC, that is your Center for Development of Advanced Computing, and ARM, correct, that is your two organizations, correct. They collaborated together where they will be working together to expand their support towards semiconductors under this ELI scheme, correct. If we talk about CDAC, it is your Center for Development of Advanced Computing. They collaborated with UK based semiconductor IP company ARM through the ARM Flexible Access for Startups, that is AFAS, right. And this is basically to support the production of semiconductors under this DLI scheme. Then next thing you remember, if I ask you where was the first ever edition of Semicon India held? It was held in Bangalore, Karnataka, inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, correct. And recently the second edition of Semicon India is currently going on, where it is in Gujarat. And also you need to remember that Gujarat will be emerging as a hub or a manufacturing hub for semiconductors globally, correct. And during the second day of the conference Semiconductor India 2023, this DLI, under this DLI scheme, that is Design Linked Incentive Scheme, in order to foster growth, these two organizations together signed an MOU, right. Then remember, with this partnership, a total of 7 startups will be working towards producing the chips for automotive, mobile and computing sector, correct. Then here remember, the startups selected under this DLI, they will qualify for the ARM Flexible Access for Startups program. And here this ARM will provide the startups with access to processor and system IPs, GPUs, image social processors, artificial intelligence, software development tools, etc. Right. So coming back, first Semicon in Bangalore, Karnataka. Second, it is currently going on Gandhinagar, Gujarat. right? And CDAC and ARM, they together collaborated to expand semiconductor support under this DLI scheme. Next, here if we talk about CDAC, remember who is the Director General here? Mahesh Ethiranjan. When was it established? In 1988, and the headquarters is in Pune, Maharashtra. Next, Akhil Bhartiya Shiksha Samagra, an educational event, was held recently with the slogan for the same. What is the slogan for the same? So remember the slogan for this Akhil Bhartiya Shiksha Samagra 2023. What is the slogan for it? It is Jan Jan Sakshar, right? Remember, this is an educational event, correct? And this was concluded with a resolution collectively made by the education leaders to transform India into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society. Correct? Then remember, a keynote was addressed here by our Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Correct? Apart from this, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan informed that the capacity building of teachers is a priority, and around more than 300 institutions, including 100 from school education, 100 from higher education, and 100 from skill, will be developed as a center of excellence during the academic year. Correct? Apart from this, we just saw what is the slogan. Jan Jan Sakshar is the slogan, and a mobile application was also launched for the same. Correct? So coming back, Akhil Bhartiya Shiksha Samagran, this is an educational event that was held recently, and it was to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society. Then Dharmendra Pradhan here addressed a keynote, correct? Apart from this, he also stated that various center of excellence will be developed during this year that will be helping individuals to get skilled and knowledge. More than 300 institutions that will include 100 from school education, 100 from higher education, and 100 for skills will be developed recently. And the slogan here is Jan Jan Sakshar. Next is your, which is the India's largest single location PSU refinery, right? So remember, it is Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited, right? I repeat, Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited, that is based in Karnataka, correct? And it is a Mini Ratna CPSC, correct? That has become the largest PSU refinery that is in single location, or we can say India's single location, or India's largest single location PSU refinery. It is your Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited. MRPL processes 10% of the total crude oil by PSU petroleum refineries in India. In the year 2022 till 2023, MRPL processed 17.14 million ton of crude oil, correct? Next, so remember, it is your MRPL that is in Karnataka, and it is the India's largest single location PSU refinery. Next, what is the tiger population of India according to the All India Tiger Estimation 2023 report? So according to this report, India has a tiger count of 3,925, right? And here we are growing with an annual rate of 6.1%, correct? Apart from this data was released by which organization? It is your Ministry of Forest, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. They released the data about the total count of tigers, or it was about the All India Tiger Estimation 2022. This was during an event that was a part of a Global Tiger Day that is observed on 29th of July. Then if I ask you, when do we observe Tiger Protection Act? It was started in 1973, correct? And this event where this data was released was at the Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve, that is in Uttarakhand. And here the data showed that population in India is 3,925, and we are growing with an average of 6.1% per annum. Then apart from one also important data you need to remember, India has 75% of the world's tiger population. Alright, I repeat, India has 75% of the world's tiger population. Correct? Then remember, more than 3/4 of the tiger reserve in India or the tiger population in India is concentrated within the protected areas. Then next question that will be asked to you is that which is the state that has the maximum tiger population. So it is it is Madhya Pradesh that has the maximum tiger population with 785 tigers. Correct. It is followed by Karnataka 563 tigers, Uttarakhand 560 tigers, Maharashtra 444 tigers. Right. Next. So here you can see about tigers. This data was released by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it stated that there is a population of 3,925 tigers in India, and they are growing with 6.1% annually. Next, Fino Payment Bank Board has recently approved the transition to Small Finance Bank. So remember, the board of the Fino Payment Bank Limited, they have approved the proposal of the transition of the bank into Small Finance Bank, right? The board has also formed a committee to explore the possibility of the group corporate restructuring and evaluate the implications and other considerations, right? Also, the bank continued their thrust on acquiring new customers, and they have registered a 85% year-on-year growth in the net profit of 19 crore rupees, and the revenue in the June quarter has increased 20%, 21% year-on-year to 348 crore rupees. Next is your Asian Development Bank and Government of India. They signed a $200 million loan agreement for expanding urban services in Rajasthan. I repeat, it is your Asian Development Bank. They signed $200 million loan agreement as an additional financing for ongoing Rajasthan secondary towns development sector project as an additional financing. I repeat, recently it was Asian Development Bank that signed a $200 million loan agreement with Government of India for financing the secondary towns development sector project in Rajasthan. Correct? And this is to basically expand water supply, create sanitation system, enhance the urban resilience and heritage living in selected towns. Right? Then the project is in progress and approved in September 2020, and so far 1451 kilometers of water supply lines, then 1110 kilometers of severe pipelines were also laid down recently. Correct? Then here three new water treatment plants will also be established, and sanitation system in at least 8 towns will be seeing improvement. Correct? So remember, it is Asian Development Bank that contributed $200 million loan agreement, or they signed a $200 million loan agreement with Government of India to enhance the urban services in the state of Rajasthan. So better water facility, better sewage treatment facility will be provided, right? And apart from this, remember, the leaking water pipes that are there will also be changed, and new pipes will be connected there. Correct? Next is PFC became the first member from India to join the Japan's ATFSG. I repeat, PFC, that is your Power Finance Corporation. This is a Maharatna Central Public Sector undertaking, right? They recently became the first member from India to join the Asia Transition Finance Study Group, an initiative by the Japanese Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, right? And it is for promoting sustainable transition finance for Asian countries. I repeat, coming back friends, it is your Power Finance Corporation, right? That is a Maharatna Central Public Sector undertaking. They became the first member from India to join the Asia Transition Working Group meeting. Correct? Important. That is your PFC. Then next, remember, as a member of Asian Transition Finance Study Group, PLC will play a major role in representing India's interest and view while contributing to the development of the policy considerations for effective energy transition financing. Also, here Asian countries will promote financing for energy transition and net zero targets. Correct. Then this ATFSG, this was founded in 2021 with an understanding that transition finance will be a critical factor in enabling Asian economies to achieve carbon neutrality. The group provides supplementary advice that complements the existing global frameworks for sustainable finance. If we talk about Chairman and Managing Director of PFC, Parminder Chopra, it was incorporated in 1986 and the headquarters is in New Delhi. Next, ISRO's PSLV C-56 rocket carried out how many Singaporean satellites into space? So this PSLV C-56 rocket, right, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-56, carried 7 Singaporean satellites into space. Correct. And as a primary satellite, along with 6 co-passengers from the first launch pad of Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. This is dedicated commercial mission conducted by ISRO and under a contract with NSIL, that is New Space India Limited, for ST Engineering in Singapore. This will be the 58th flight of Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle and 17th flight of PSLV in core alone configuration. Correct? So coming back, remember PSLV C-56 was the name of the rocket that carried 7 Singaporean satellites into space. Correct? Next, here you can see PSLV C-56 and 7 satellites of Singapore into space. Next, who won the men's single title in Japan Open? Victor Axelsen, right? Victor Axelsen, he is from Denmark and he has won the men's single title in Japan Open, and NC Young has won the women's single title in Japan Open. Correct? Important. This was the 40th edition of the Japan Open that was held recently. Correct? And it was where held? It was in Tokyo, Japan. Right? And Denmark, Victor Axelsen of Denmark, he is world #1 player and he won the men's single title here. And NC Young, she is of South Korea, right? And she has won the women's single title. Correct? Next is who won the Belgian Grand Prix? This Belgian Grand Prix, this is related to F1 racing, right? So Belgian Grand Prix for the year 2023 was won by Max Verstappen. Correct? He drives for Red Bull, Max Verstappen, and he's a Dutch Belgian racer. Correct? And he secured the top position. Then remember Sergio Perez, he secured the first rank. Sergio Perez secured the second rank. He also drives for Red Bull. Correct? And Charles Leclerc, he secured the third position here, right? Charles Leclerc, and he drives for Ferrari. Then next thing, remember, if we talk about Max Verstappen, this marks the Red Bull's record 13 straight win here. This is Max Verstappen's third consecutive Belgian Grand Prix that he won in 2021, then in 2022, and now in 2023 also. Correct? So here you can see Max Verstappen, he has won the Belgian Grand Prix for the year 2023 and this was his third consecutive one. For 2021 also he won Belgian Grand Prix, in 2022 also he won it, and now in 2023 also he. Next we are talking about books and authors. So remember Union Minister Amit Shah, he has unveiled a book, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Memories Never Die, and this book was released at or unveiled at Rameshwaram. This book is an English translation of this Tamil book. Correct? This was co-authored by Dr. APJM Narasimha Mariakar. right? And Dr. Yangaswamy Sundara Rajan, right? Or Y.S. Ranjanji, correct? Then remember a scientist at ISRO, this Y.S. Ranjanji, he's a scientist at ISRO, and this Dr. APJM Narsimha, she's the niece of the late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So coming back, this book was unveiled by Dr. APJ. The book was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Memories Never Die, right? And it was unveiled by Amit Shah. This book is a tribute to the life and legacy of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the late former president and the 11th president served between 2002 to 2007. Correct? Next is your World Day Against Trafficking in Persons 2023. This day is observed on 30th of July. Correct? And it is to raise awareness about the situation of human trafficking victims and to promote and protect their rights. Then 2023 campaign theme of the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons is reach every victim of trafficking, leave no one behind. I repeat, reach every victim of trafficking, leave no one behind. This is the theme of the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, right? The first ever World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, it was observed on 30th of July in 2014. Next, World Ranger Day. It is observed on 31st of July and it's just to commemorate the rangers killed or injured in the line of duty and to celebrate the work of rangers to protect the planet's natural treasures and cultural heritage. Then the theme for this World Ranger Day is 30 by 30, right? And apart from this, remember, if we talk about when was this IRF, that is International Ranger Federation, established, it was in 1992, right? On 31st of July 1992, and World Ranger Day is also observed on 31st of July. Next is your state news. Jharkhand's chief minister has launched a mobile application to track elephant movement. I repeat, recently Jharkhand's chief minister, they have launched a Jharkhand Elephant Tracker, that is a mobile application that is based off tracking the elephant movement system, right? And it was this mobile application, that is Jharkhand Elephant Tracker. This was launched on the occasion of the 74th Van Mahotsav in Ranchi, and it is to reduce human-elephant conflicts in Ranchi, Jharkhand. The mobile app will help villagers and the Forest Department of Jharkhand to track elephant movements so that precautionary measures could be taken in advance. Correct? So coming back, Jharkhand Elephant Tracker, this is a mobile application to track the movement of elephants, and this was launched by the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. Right? So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick revision. CDSE and ARM collaborated to expand semiconductor support under this DLI. Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagra 2023 was held in New Delhi, and our Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has delivered the valedictory address. MRPL became the India's largest single location PSU refinery. Status of tigers, that report was released that stated that in India there are 3925 tigers, and India holds about 75% of the world's tigers. Then Fino Payments Banks has approved the transition to the small finance bank license. Asian Development Bank and Government of India, they signed $200 million loan agreement for expanding urban services in Rajasthan. PFC became the first member from India to join Japan's ATFSC. Then PSLV C-56, it was a mission of ISRO that successfully launched 7 Singaporean satellites into space. Then Japan Open, here Victor Axelsen has won it, and for the men's single title, and NC Young won it for the women's single titles in Japan Open. Next is your Red Bull. For Red Bull's driver Max Verstappen has won the third consecutive Belgian Grand Prix, that he won it in 2021, 2022 and now in 2023 also. Indian women's hockey team has won the title by defeating Spain at the Torneo del Centrano 2023. Then Union Minister Amit Shah has unveiled Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Memories Never Die book at Rameshwaram. World Day Against Trafficking in Persons observed on 30th of July. World Ranger Day on 31st of July. And Jharkhand's Chief Minister launched a mobile application to track the elephant movement. So these were your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some revision part. Hirasar Greenfield International Airport. I repeat, Hirasar International, Hirasar Greenfield International Airport. Where is this recently located? Or we can say the question asked is that where was this inaugurated and by whom was this inaugurated? So remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated this Hirasar Greenfield International Airport that is located in the state of Gujarat. Correct? Important, take a note of it, right? It is located in Rajkot, Gujarat. Then it is one of the few uh, development projects that was dedicated to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his visit to Rajasthan and Gujarat. So if we look at some of the visit, first you need to remember that he has Prime Minister Narendra Modi released the 14th installment of the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, right? And with this, over 17,000 crore rupees has been disbursed to more than 8.5 crore farmers. Second, remember, he also launched Urea Gold. Urea Gold. It is a new variety of urea coated with sulfur, correct? And this will address the deficiency of sulfur in the soil. Then third thing, remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Hirasar Greenfield International Airport that is in Hirasar, Rajkot, Gujarat. Then fourth thing you need to remember, he also inaugurated the second edition of Semicon India. Where was the first edition of Semicon India held? It was held in Bangalore, Karnataka. And Semicon India, the second edition of this Semicon India conference, will be held at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So this is important, friends. Mark this. Correct. That first edition of Semicon was in Bangalore, Gujarat, Bangalore, Karnataka, and second edition of this Semicon India will be held in Gujarat. Correct. Apart from this, fifth, remember, he inaugurated 5 medical colleges also. Correct. And it will be in Rajasthan. So these are some important projects that was recently laid down by Prime Minister Narendra Modi or dedicated these projects to the nation. Correct. And one of the important one is the second edition of Semicon India that was held will be held in Gujarat. Next is Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar. This is a virtual museum on India's cultural heritage that was launched where? Important question, friends. Take a note of it because this is related to your culture, right? So it, first of all, remember, it is your Ministry of Culture that have launched this Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar, right? This is a virtual museum. And where was this launched? This was launched in New Delhi. Important. Correct. And in New Delhi too, remember, it was launched at Qutub Minar premises, right? And this is a virtual museum that has culturally of around 6.5 lakh villages, right? This has maps of 6.5 lakh villages, this particular virtual museum, right? And what is the main objective for this virtual museum, that is Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar? It is to provide information regarding the villages by using technologies, right? Important, take a note of it. Then remember, this virtual museum was set under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, right? It is an initiative of Government of India to celebrate 75 years of independence, correct? And this is a component of your national mission on cultural mapping, right? And it was established by Ministry of Culture in order to showcase the India's cultural heritage, correct? Mera Gaon Meri Dharohar, it is a virtual museum located at the Qutub Minar premises in New Delhi. First is IECC. Recently, remember, IECC complex by the name Bharat Mandapam was inaugurated to host G20 meet. So where was this inaugurated? So remember, this IECC complex. What is this IECC? It is International Exhibition Cum Convention Center, right? This is a complex by the name Bharat Mandapam that was inaugurated where? It was inaugurated in Delhi, and that too at Pragati Maidan, right? And here G20 meeting will be hosted, correct? Apart from them, a G20 coin a G20 coin and a G20 stamp was also inaugurated during this event. Correct? And what this IECC complex has been named? It has been named Bharat Mandapam, and the meaning ceremony of the center was carried out using a drone, or the naming ceremony was carried out using a drone. Then apart from this complex will be hosting the G20 meet when it will be in the month of September 2023. Right? This IECC complex was developed as a national project that costed around 2700 crore rupees, right? And it has a campus of around 123 acres. Correct? So this is your IECC complex Bharat Mandapam that was inaugurated at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi, and a G20 coin and a stamp was also inaugurated. Here G20 meet will be in September 2023, and the estimated budget for this project is 2700 crore rupees with an estimated area of 123 acres. Right? Then this IECC complex, this will include 5G, Wi-Fi, 10G internet, interpreter room to support 16 languages, advanced AV systems, building management system, light management system, data communication network system, surveillance system, air conditioning, centralized air conditioning, etc. Now friends, let's move to the homework section. First, Fangon Konyak, who was seen in the news, is the member of parliament from which state? Next, which river serves as the predominant border between the United States and Mexico? Third, Madhei Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state? Also, these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. I want to see maximum participation of students in these homework questions. So, I want all the students to comment below the answers of these questions, right? So that's all for the day, friends. If you find the session to be interesting, do like the video and comment below and let me know what are your views for the same. If you want us to continue with such sessions, then I want to see maximum participation of these homework and the comments that will be encouraging me and motivating me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.